Hey everybody, John here from IncomeMesh.com, and as a digital marketer, your job is not complete when you make the sale. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to complete that job by improving your products, improving your sales page, and improving your customer experience through testimonials. And it's going to be a really good tutorial. So this is actually part 3 of my Thrive and Cart Flows tutorial, where we're building out a full online course website with funnel and every little piece of the pie built in. And in this video specifically, we're going to dive into Thrive Ovation, which is one of the lesser used tools in the Thrive Themes suites, but it's extremely powerful if you know how to use it. And what we're going to focus on here is, this image I have here on the screen right now is some notes that I took from the Traffic and Conversion Summit of 2019. I'll link below an entire video of my takeaways from that conference. But in this lesson so far, and in this series, we've worked on people finding our content through Thrive leads. We've worked on them going through our sales funnel with the core offer, upsells, and all that good stuff using cart flows. But now let's say they've gone through the purchase process. How do we make sure we use and we fuel our sales flow with the success of our previous and existing customers? We're going to do that by creating advocates of our brand, advocates of our products, and we'll do that using the Thrive Ovation product suite. So in this video, we have already created a course, our Thrive Apprentice example course. What we want to do is actually create a final lesson, which is a call to action for our successful completed students to leave a testimonial. And what we'll use is that testimonial will help us guide product improvements. It'll also help future prospects decide to make the purchase decision. Okay, let's go ahead and waste no more time talking about it, and let's go ahead and do it here. So here we are in our Convert Dash. This is our kind of test bed we've been playing with for this video series. And up until this point, we have not yet installed Thrive Ovation. So if you are a Thrive Themes member, you have access to it in your product manager. If you haven't signed up for their full membership yet, I'd recommend you go to IncomeMesh.com/Thrive membership. Links in the description below. That will be my affiliate link to get you into Thrive Suite, which I think is probably the best overall tool set for a new digital marketer to build an entire business on their website. So here we go. We're in our product manager here. I'm going to look for Thrive Ovation, and I'll go ahead and install the product. Okay, so we've installed this product here. Now let's just take a quick little tour of it so we can see exactly what this thing is and what it does. Okay, we'll come here to Thrive Ovation. And now within the Thrive Ovation dashboard, this is essentially a workflow screen. So this allows you to collect testimonials either manually or through your website, like I'll show you in this video, and work them through the process of, editing them, making sure they're good, making sure they're ready to display, adding any missing bits and pieces into the workflows or into the testimonials, and deciding where and how you want them to be displayed on your website. So there's not a whole lot to see just yet because we haven't actually added in the testimonials. So let's go ahead and create a capture step, which will be used as the final step of one of our courses we've built in Thrive Apprentice. So let's go ahead and go over to Thrive Apprentice here, and we can bounce into our Thrive Apprentice tutorial course, which we've been building through this series. And let's add a final lesson here. And this lesson will be congratulations. Here is where you go next. Thanks for completing the course. Just add a little bit of content in the beginning here. Now, as far as allowing users to comment on the lesson or not, I would say no for this lesson specifically, because you want their engagement to be on your testimonial form, not in the comments of the lesson itself. That kind of brings up a point. So many people, when they're building their business, they're getting testimonials from Facebook, from Twitter, from YouTube comments, from all over the place, and they don't really have a central location to store them. And I probably should have led off with this point in the beginning of the video, but it's so critical for you to be able to rapidly deploy your testimonials in a easy to do way, right? And that's what Thrive Ovation is. When I first saw it, I didn't know if I'd really be able to use it, but I've used it for several clients to make sure that they're showing the testimonials they have, but they can keep them all in one place, show them appropriately, and get results from them. Okay, so that's why we're doing this in the first place. So we won't allow comments because comments are not a good place to capture testimonials. So we'll save this here. And now let's go ahead and go into Architect to build out this lesson content. So we'll just go ahead and add some brief text here and just say, congratulations. Help others complete the course by giving your feedback below. You can also offer not incentives based on if they fill it out or not, because you'll get a lot of fake reviews and testimonials, but maybe like a raffle, or for example, I randomly pick one of the people who give me feedback below to have a 30-minute free coaching call with me. If you're interested, go ahead and fill out the form below. Again, the more you incentivize, the less you can really trust the testimonial, and you don't want to be shady and just have all these like amazing testimonials and not get any actual feedback here. But we'll go ahead and assume here that we're going to put some text in about some sort of offer. Okay, so I said, I randomly select one student per month to do a free deep dive based on their feedback on the course. Good, bad, or ugly. I want to make sure this course is the best course available on topic X. Thanks in advance. Okay, so obviously I'm not saying, blow smoke up my butt, but give me some real feedback here. Okay, so now let's add in our testimonial form. We'll go to the plus button here and move myself out of the way. Scrolling down to the bottom, you'll see the Thrive integrations. And if you have the entire product suite, you'll see more buttons here. But we have the ability to either capture testimonials or display testimonials as a part of the Thrive Ovation suite. Because obviously, it's a two-step process, right? You get the testimonial, then you show them somewhere. So on this step, we're trying to capture testimonials. So we'll add that guy in. And they give you a couple little options that none of them really knock your socks off, but we'll go for the default capture form here and add it in. And so it's giving you just some boilerplate information, the full name, email, and what was your experience with our product like. But let me give you a couple of tips here on how to make this better. So we'll go into form settings. So you have the ability to make any field here required. So for example, I need to know their name. I probably want to have their email address to make sure, it's not a spammer, and I can, talk to them if they have any, really good feedback. I want to be able to get back with them. I don't really need to know their website URL, but I can display it. That's kind of a cool thing to offer. So you can display them or require them over here. And title, I'm not going to display that. That's kind of silly. So no display there. Okay. And then the best part about this is instead of just giving them an open text box where they can just put whatever they want on the paper, you can guide their answers and their testimonials based on what you want to know. So in this example, I want to know where they were before they found my product, what they achieved as a result of the product, what they loved about the product, and what they would change about the product to make it better. Because this is a testimonial I can use on my sales page, but I also want to get valuable feedback about the course itself to make sure that I improve it over time. Okay, so I'll go ahead and add question 1 in here, which will be, where were you before you made the purchase process? So let's just ask, where were you in your business before you decided to purchase Thrive Apprentice course? And what's also great, because if you've ever been on one of those interviews where they're asking you questions, but they want you to kind of answer the question while rephrasing the question so they can just put it on a video very easily, this is kind of how placeholder text can be useful here. So you want to be able to get their juices flowing so they can answer the question the way you want it to be answered. So what I'll say here is, I'll just put a little quote. Before I found this course, my business was ... So, and you'll see how this shows up once we preview it, but this is going to give them a starting place to go off on their placeholder there. So question 2 is, what did you achieve as a result of enrolling in this course? And we'll put in the placeholder here, because of this course, I was able to achievement. Just giving them something to work with here. We'll ask question 3 is, what did you love about the delivery of this course? And we'll say my favorite part. Okay, so I added 4 questions in here. Where were you at in your business? What did you achieve as a result? What did you love about the delivery of the course? And what would you change to make the course better? Okay, so those are our options here. You can offer them to put an image in, which is a really good idea. It makes your testimonials really pop on the page. And then on the success message, if you're offering, like, I'm not recommending you do this, but if you offer a coupon code because they filled out a testimonial, you could redirect them to a page that would give them the coupon code. I don't know if I don't do that personally. I think it's kind of gray hat, right? It's not totally okay. But you can give them a success message and, change the text here. So submit testimonial. And what's super powerful here is because as your business grows, you'll have multiple different products, different areas, and you might want to have different testimonials for each one. So you can keep them all organized in Thrive Ovation by adding tags to every testimonial that was submitted. So for this one, we'll call it Apprentice Course Tutorials, or testimonials, course testimonials, enter. There we go. Okay, and so now we can preview how this is going to look, which I'm not seeing my placeholder text. So let's go ahead and check this out real quick here. What happened to my placeholder text? Oh my goodness. 1 second, let me go fix this. Okay, so I just had to go through and type in my placeholder text before. For whatever reason, it did not save it. But you know, that's computers, right? They do their things. All right, so here's our testimonial form. Capture form now has the name, email, and website ID. They can put their image in, and it'll ask them a few questions with the placeholder text there for them. And we'll just do a quick little thing below it. Let's go ahead and add a box. Let's add a style box. And let's just kind of make it a nice little thank you. So we'll add in this quote box here, and we'll just say thank you. You know, your feedback means so much to me, or whatever you want to say here, just to kind of, you know, pretty up the page a little bit and make it engaging for them to actually take action on. So let's go ahead and save and exit and view this, and we'll walk through and add a testimonial in and show you how to add that in to your sales page as well. Okay, so congratulations. Here's where you go next. So your content about what they're about to see here. They have their form. You know, I'm a big fan of type form, which is where they ask you one question at a time. Thrive Ovation does not do that, unfortunately, but ultimately having all the tools here in like a nice cohesive package, I think far outweighs, you know, strangling all the different tools together and trying to make them all work. So let's fill out a little example form here, and I'll come back in just a second. Okay, so I added in some kind of fake little answers here to this testimonial. We'll read them later when we review and make some formatting changes to it. Let me also show you here, we should be able to add a picture, which I'll get to in just a second. Let me go ahead and submit this testimonial. So when you submit it, it will show the thank you for submitting your testimonial or whatever message you send to it. So now let's go ahead and head back over to Thrive Ovation's dashboard. And this is where you're going to be, you know, spending a little bit of time every now and then just checking in to see what's going on with your reviews. And you can see any of the reviews that are ready for display, none right now. Awaiting approval, none right now. Awaiting review, yes. So the first phase that it goes through is awaiting review. So we'll check this guy, and that will show all of our testimonials that are awaiting review. And also you can filter it by the tag. So for example, if you had 5 different courses and you wanted to spruce up the sales page of one specific course, you can go down to that tag and just see those testimonials. All right, so you can click here and review this testimonial. And here we go. So here's all the information. And what's cool about this is it will go ahead and get rid of all the questions and just show all the answers to his questions kind of in a paragraph form. So you actually build out an entire testimonial here. So the testimonial I wrote was, before the course, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it in the world of digital marketing. So many different moving pieces I had to make sense of. So that was the answer to that first question. Because of the course, I decided to build everything in Thrive tools. They were simple enough for me to figure out, and I had a step-by-step guide to get it all accomplished easily. Okay, so if I'm reading through this and I want to think about how I want this to be displayed on my sales page, Thrive tools, I might say build everything with Thrive themes. So you don't want to change the entire content of the testimonial, right? But if they have typos or something that's not quite clear what it was that they were saying, obviously you can change that to make it more clear on your sales page. Next question. I love that the video lessons were short and action-oriented. John's a clear teacher. And then finally, I was confused on the lecture about integrating cart flows and Thrive Apprentice. Could you add a snapshot guide to that section? So remember, the final question was like a constructive criticism part so we can improve the course. We probably don't want to show that on our sales page though, right? So like take note of these, but you don't want to have negative pieces in your testimonials. That's not a really good idea for marketing. So that's how you can use Thrive Ovation to kind of, okay, now I need to go and add another lecture or maybe spruce up the existing lecture to clear up any confusion in the course. But I have this really good testimonial otherwise. There's no profile picture here, so we can go ahead and add one just for example. So let's say this looks like a testimonial picture. Add that dude. That's Mike from Mikey.com, and we can update the testimonial. Okay, so it's updated here, and we can see over here kind of the breadcrumb status of what happened to each one of these. It was added through the capture form. We modified the picture. We updated it. We also, let's say we're happy with it and we're ready to start displaying it. We're going to go ahead and say it's ready for display. And these are the workflow steps here. So if you have like a multi-tiered management, you can have an approval step, but we'll just say ready for display. and update it one last time. Okay, so now we have our testimonial page all ready to go. Let's now go back into our cart flows step and add these guys into the sales page flow. So we have the Thrive Apprentice course tutorial flow. And if I go in here, I can access my sales page here. Let's just review this for those of you who haven't seen that first video. So we have our good stuff over here, and built into the template are some testimonial areas here. So what we're going to do is go into Thrive Architect and edit this sales page while embedding the captured testimonials. I'll just show you. Wait just a second. We'll get right there. Okay, so we scroll down here and we can see this text is within a content box. That content box is within a column, within another content box. Okay, so this is all one big section here. Just looking at how the template was organized. Let's go ahead and just remove these testimonials. Just going to do a little bit of cleanup here. Let's just remove this whole darn thing. Okay, so now we have our background section, and we'll just add in some text here that says, let's put it in the background area, and let's call this H2. Here are some of our successful, I don't know, custom. You want to spend some time on your copywriting. That's not the point of this tutorial, right? Let's add some padding to the top and to the bottom. And now here's the fun part. We can go back to testimonials down here at the bottom. But instead of capturing more testimonials, which makes no sense for a sales page, we'll display testimonials. So we'll put it here beneath the text. And you get to choose your style of how you want these to be displayed. You have a ton of different options here. This slider is looking pretty cool. Let's give this thing a try. Okay, we've selected our version. Now, for how you want them to be displayed, we're going to create a display template. And basically what that is how do you want to find and organize which testimonials to display here. You can either pick individual testimonials by picking them off the list here. That can make sense when you're first starting out. But if you have a ton of testimonials and more are coming in all the time, if you have like a workflow going on here, you can actually dynamically pick tags. So here we have all the tags. We only have the one right now, but if you had 15 different courses, you could have 15 different tags here and say, I want to show the testimonials from this course, and the maximum number, if you have a lot, you could say, I only want to show a maximum of maybe 4 in this area. We'll say continue. And we can save that as a, let's say we want to have a couple different locations where we're selling this product. We can save that setup for future use. So we'll call this Apprentice Course Testimonial. Save and close. And now here we go. So we have the image here, the styling's all done, and before it has the entire testimonial here with his name. And what I'll do real quick here is, you get it now. You can change the design, change how it looks. But let me show you adding in another one. Because this is dynamically captured, we should very quickly be able to see an update to our sales page dynamically. This is really, really powerful stuff. So let's save and exit for now. And now as we scroll through the sales page, we will see the testimonials built right here. Now this is actually a slider. So what I'm going to do is pause the video, add one more testimonial in just for good measure, and we'll come right back here and show you how it looks with a second one built in. Okay, so I'm back just a minute later. I've added in a second testimonial by Sally, and just by refreshing this page here, which is our sales page, as I scroll down, I should now see the slider action here where we have the existing testimonial, but I can also click over to Sally and see her testimonial as well. So this creates a very dynamic and engaging way for you to capture, embed, display your testimonials on your website, and even use it into a workflow to create more advocates for your brand and hopefully more successful and happy customers. I'm John from nkamesh.com. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like it and leave me a comment to let me know how I can do better and what else you want to learn in terms of creating your sales funnel with WordPress using cart flows, Thrive Apprentice, or any other tools out there. I love diving into this stuff and distilling it down and showing you step by step how to do it. So be sure to let me know how I'm doing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.